All right, so hello everyone, Doug here with the LincolnList.com. Welcome to another edition of Happy Hour with the Lincoln. This is where week by week I'll do my best to answer all of your stock market related questions, tell tales and rant about stock market topics, and share my 2 decades of trading experience with you guys, just so you can be more successful. So on that note, let me give you the cheers here. Now, as always, before I get started, if you guys need some help with your personal trading, you want to take your trading to the next level, this market's got you confused, I understand. Do me a favor, click on this link. You can feel free to trade with us live. Every day the market is open, I'm on the mic, making some trades, so feel free to join us if you need some help. Now, what we're going to talk about today, before I do that, I'll tell you what, this is like second week now. I'm in the new office here, quarantined in the new office. You can still hear the echo. I think I need to put up some like pictures and trees or something. What do you guys think? Like make it homely. But I just kind of threw everything in one corner here. That's just how I roll. I don't know. I've been doing that stuff my whole life. Help me out. So here's what we're going to talk about. Since this market's gone through a correction, let's call it is a correction, I've got a lot of questions about people questioning themselves. Some people saying that, when should they walk away from trading? Should they give up on trading? And then some people just outright in tears, wanting to just bail on everything they've been working for. And I'm going to answer this question for you guys. When should you walk away from trading? And I'm going to do it in 2 parts. I'm first going to reach out to the people that have some consistency and kind of have a process, have an idea of what they're doing, have seen some success. And then just all of a sudden, you just started to come unraveled and things got bad and you don't know if you can get back on track again, or you've had a couple of bad days. We'll address that group of people. The second we're going to talk about is those who have really, really been beaten up and just wondering if they've made the right choice in life. You know, is this how long it takes? Am I on the right path, or am I just don't have it? I'm going to deal with both of those. And I can relate to both because I've been in both throughout my 22 years as trading, and I'll share that with you. So let's first talk about the group of you that maybe had some success, or you were developing a process, you thought you were headed in the right direction, this correction comes along, and then now you're just coming unglued. Or you've gotten into this really cold patch, and you can't seem to get anything going. Each and every one of you should have what we call is a GTFO number, and that stands for get the F out, right? You've got to have some sort of daily limit to control you from your worst enemy, which is you. And you have got to get out. And this is a number that you reach either trade-wise, financial-wise, or a combination of both, where you just have done something here and you've reached this epic loss area, this max loss, full tilt. You got to walk away, and you need to throw everything out the window at that point. Your technical analysis, thinking about the next opportunity. It's just a matter of survival, and that the day has won by the market and you're done. You have got to walk away. Now, I understand the conflict in this. We're competitive people. That's why we trade. We want to win and win all the time. And when we get down, what's our first reaction? I want to get my money back. Now, the thing that you have to understand, that's our DNA. That's who we are as people, as competitive people. We want to get our money back. So I completely understand that. But the problem is, if we've reached this level of losses and financial losses, we have done something seriously wrong, right? Seriously wrong. We have in most cases, we probably disobeyed a rule that we've had in place. So we have lied to ourselves. We have let ourselves down. And now we're going to expect that we're going to continue to trade the rest of the day calm, cool, and collected and non-emotional. It doesn't happen. And it's okay, guys. It's okay to have those moments. I mean, I still have them after 22 years. I still have those days where I feel like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I ain't got a clue. And the thing you have to understand is that there will always be opportunity in the market. The market is open every day except for on weekends and holidays. It will be open until the day we're all dead and gone, right? So the market will always give you a rematch. We always say that. It will always give you a rematch. Save your ammunition, save your financial capital, save your mental capital for another day, because the next day could be the best day you've ever had. So whatever's happening right there at that moment, it ain't your day. And that's just how it is, man. If you want to do that, if you want to trade, you've got to live with that. And there's nothing wrong with that. And why this is important for us to understand is because this is how things manifest into bad situations where you hear blown up accounts. When you hear blown up accounts, I know I've blown up too 18 years ago. The reason I know is because this is when you've disobeyed yourself. You should never blow up an account because that's just irresponsible. And that's what I'm saying. I was irresponsible at one time. And you can't do that because what you're going to do is double down, triple down, quadruple down. You're not going to see things clearly. And if a good opportunity come by, you wouldn't recognize it anyway because you're off your game. So what you guys need to do is set a daily limit financially and trade-wise. For me, it's 3 trades. If I lose on 3 trades in the day, I'm done. That's it. Because I'm missing something, and that's it. Financially, I recommend that whatever three of your average wins are, no more than 5, I'll give you 3. 3 of your average wins, that's what your max loss should be on a trade, right there. Because what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to make 3 winners just to cover that one loss. And I know some of us, we see that sometimes. A loss gets so bad where we realize, I'll never make this back. I have to fight it out till the bitter end. Don't do that. That's what leads to disaster. And what we never take into consideration sometimes is emotional capital that we're burning and the stress we're putting ourselves under. So you got to have those. Now let's talk about the second group of people here who are wondering whether or not you belong here, because this market makes everybody humbled every once in a while. Makes them question whether or not they made the right decision. So I'll first say it like this, and this is not ironclad, but if you've been doing this for 2 years or less and you're still struggling with consistency, that's just how it is, man. There is nothing wrong with that. That's right. I don't care what these BS people telling you out there to selling you stuff, guys. 2 years, maybe even a little bit longer. If you're still struggling with some consistency, that's normal. You need to trade that long. Nobody really comes in here and knocks this out in 6 months and stays successful. They'll eventually, maybe they get successful early, but they'll eventually get humbled by the market, as we all do. I mean, that was my case. I did really well in 99, did really well in 2000. 01 correction came, and there went 2 years down the toilet because I wasn't ready. I wasn't prepared. So if it's 2 years or less, don't be hard on yourself. Think about what other people have to go through. 6, 10 years of college to get a job. Spending a couple years behind a screen learning a career that will last you for the rest of your life is a small price to pay. So look at the bigger picture of what you're doing here and don't be so difficult on yourself. Now, if it's past that, you definitely need to make some changes. You're doing something wrong. And you can simply isolate it to what we always saw. 3 things we would talk about. It's in my DVD. Idea execution management, idea execution management, idea execution management. That's it. That's everything that goes into trade. So for you guys out there, most of you can come up with good ideas. Most of you have an idea where you execute it. I would say that the majority of your problems, if you're not successful, fault. That's not the middle finger, by the way. I made sure it was management. You've got a management problem. Okay? You just need some help. You need to look at things a little different. Now, at this point, you probably should step away. And even if you've had a couple of bad days, step away. Take some time off. Like I said, the market will always give you a rematch. It will always be here. It will always be open. Now, in my case, I was forced out in 01 because I ran out of money. And I had lost a 6-figure account and then some. So after this, I'm so pissed. I mean, I'm pissed. I wanted Wall Street to burn down. I got up every day and looked at the heavens and said, God, burn that thing down. Destroy this place. Take away Wall Street. Well, I was mad. But as time went on, I started to, the pain, the shock, the disappointment of losing that kind of money and feeling stupid. I felt stupid. And maybe I was. I started to think, you know what? I did do some good things. I actually made money for a couple years. I just wasn't prepared. Maybe if I took the mistakes and I reduced those mistakes, the impact of those mistakes, maybe I can do it. And that's what led me back into trading. So sometimes we have to step away, get a fresh set of eyes, clear our mind for a day or two if we're struggling. If it's been a long, maybe take a month or 2 off and think about it. And just re-gear yourself. Recharge your batteries. Try to come back through a different set of eyes. Try to look at the market in a different way. Try to start from your most difficult insecurities and work on those and build your way back. Sometimes you need some help for that. But remember, the market's always open. It will always be here. So to wrap up, guys, just look at it this way. If you've had some consistency and you just got into this bear market correction and it just screwed you up, it's all right. You got to see a couple of these before you can figure out how to do it, you know? I had to go through the '01 correction to understand how to trade the '08 correction. Just something you got to do. You got to have the screen time. And if it's been 2 years or less and you're still struggling, don't beat yourself up, man. I'm telling you, I've known thousands of traders. I'm serious. I've met them all. I know what you got to do to stay here. I know what it takes for somebody to be successful. And it's not an overnight thing. It just isn't. And there's nothing wrong with you. It's just go back to the drawing board, fix some things, come back. Back to the drawing board, fix some things, come back. Just stay with it. But if you've really been beaten up, man, you're losing your account, step away for a little while. You ain't going to miss anything. We're all going to be here when you get back. And when you come back, you're going to be better, stronger, more prepared. And sometimes that's what you got to do. It might seem like you got to have success now, but, you know, I quit. I quit 2 times. 2 times I quit. You know, and I thought I had to make money now. I'll never make money again. This was 2002, you know. Now I'm 22 years in, you know. It's like, wow. You know, life is long. Long. So anyway, guys, I want to thank you for watching this happy hour. As always, if you have questions, send them to me. You need help, visit the trade room. Don't be hard on yourself. Sometimes you got to step away. We're all in this together, man. That's what we do here. So until next time, trade well. Cheers.